we are back in the studio that isn't really a studio, and I am not dying this week. How are you?
The studio. If this was a studio, this would be the worst studio ever.
Yeah, it's not. Studio manager hasn't been paying their rent and doesn't know what sound padding. Padding? Is that what you call it?
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, they have padding in sound booths. The big like black cushiony stuff.
Yeah, the obsidian pyramids.
What?
Which I always found fascinating. You know, the it's dark grey, isn't it? It's always dark grey, and they're always those spiky triangles. Pyramid
well,
pieces.
I think that's to absorb sounds.
Yeah, I guess the waves, like, the idea is like they bounce and then dissipate between them.
Maybe. Why don't they make doors out of that stuff? Because everyone can hear what I say in my room. Every time we record, people in my house hear me.
I mean,
I need a door made out of those triangle things.
Most of the time, that shouldn't matter unless they're disagree with your opinions on video games.
I don't know some of the things we've said on these podcasts and videos.
Yeah, some of them. But we should do another pod. This is a video game. This is Warhammer 40,000 Eternal Crusade. We tried to do a video of this in which I was dying and just seemed to like zone out for a good several minutes of that video.
I spent most of my time complaining why the tank shakes around like it has Parkinson's.
Yeah, right. This is footage taken a couple of days before recording, because like I said, we've had to redo this. And since then, they've rolled out a ton of patches. The most recent one is an AMD performance patch. I'm running an AMD system, so when you see the horrendous frame rate that you will see in this video plenty of times, just know that a lot of that is gone with this most recent patch. In place of that, now all the people have like a really horrible white outline, which I think is not intentional.
Amazing.
But the patch rolled out this morning, so I was looking on the forums, nobody seems to be reporting it. But
that's incredible. I remember in the last recording we did for this, you were saying that it didn't matter what performance you had, like graphic settings, whether you want ultra or low, your frame rate got worse.
It got worse on medium for some reason, yeah. Low was about as bad as this, but medium was worse. But now this is the match. I played one match with the new patch, and it was like pretty much fine, really, except the part where everyone had a white outline.
Have they actually added anything to the game since this?
They've added a new spell for the sorcerer. You can now do this like poison
spell?
thing.
I thought this was like Space Marines and Orcs.
Oh, dude, the winds of so chaos, right? Is this force underlying everything?
Where are the midichlorians come in here?
Well, the Emperor once made 21 midichlorians, and he sent one of each of them to a different world out in the universe. Anyway, you wouldn't get that joke because you're not a nerd.
No, I wouldn't. I just zoned out.
You should go read some Horus Heresy. They're really fucking good.
Hey, I'm fucking watching Star Wars. That's nerdy, I guess.
Well, there's like 30-something Horus Heresy books, so get started. And they're all like novel length as well. And there's so many short stories.
Yeah, every time I go into Waterstones, I see just Warhammer covering like an entire shelf opposite the anime and mango.
The mango?
Yeah, the anime and mango shelf, there's like 2 of them, and then behind it there's like graphic novels and video game books, and there's like 8 shelves of that stuff. Most of it's Warhammer. In the
Islands 1 bookstore.
Yep.
So yeah, this game is in early access. I guess we should have said that at the start. This is not like... I guess I did pay like £30 for it, but it is an early access game. It's not in release. This is an alpha. This is basically so they can balance the combat and get a good feel and performance, I guess. But this game is going to be an MMO of sorts. What exactly that means, I don't yet know. There's going to be like a strategic layer, like an overworld style, and there's going to be factions. I think the factions might be linked to the chapters and stuff. So at the moment, you can play as any 4 of... well, there's 4 different Space Marine chapters and 4 different Chaos chapters. They're the only 2 factions. So I think they might be related to that. But I was just reading on the store page this morning, like in the next couple of months, according to this post, they're looking to patch in things like the Eldar, which we spoke about the other day on the recording. They're basically space elves.
Space elves sound awesome.
And there's also this co-op mode they're working on, and they've shown models. I don't know if they've shown gameplay, but it's basically against the Tyranids, which are basically xenomorphs, or Zerg, if you feel so inclined.
Wait, what are they called?
Tyranids.
Tyranids?
Yep. They're really fucking cool. They're basically like, what if Alien was white with like garish carapaces on them?
Oh man, I just googled it. These look like some fucking Yu-Gi-Oh monsters.
Oh my god, there's a really great book. I can't remember what it's damn called now. but it's based on it's like a desert, and then like the whole book is like basically this lot of normal humans, not Space Marines, getting chased across this desert like a battalion of them by this encroaching horde of Tyranids, and they're just getting murdered in the worst ways. Because they have
Are you sure you're not thinking of Starship Troopers?
It's like that, but not campy. It's just depressing. So
Wait,
they have.
Starship Troopers wasn't campy. What do you want about?
Oh yes, it was. Like, you go back and watch that now. When you see the Marine school, when all the Marines are gathered out in the courtyard waiting for the results to come, and then that is the campiest movie. It's just.
My childhood is like blown now.
Go back and watch it.
I like that film. Maybe that explains the way I am. Because I like Starship
Troopers. It's not a bad
Troopers.
film. It's just cheesy as fuck. In places, and then also kind of really bad, like when the dude gets his head shot off in the training.
Oh,
when he adjusts his helmet. Yeah. So yeah, this game like should be a lot more, and it's meant to be coming to consoles, I think, this year. So it looks like an early access game that's actually, like they said, the patches they listed, there's a few more different things. Like they're adding customization stuff. They're all meant to be in the next couple of months, so this is not like several years later they might get around to this. This game is meant to be coming to consoles, and looks like it'll be a real video game, not just like a broken promise like most of the shit on Steam. Which is cool. It plays kind of like Space Marine. I went back to play a couple of matches of that yesterday night. But it's actually got quite a Steam community. There was like 500 people on, and that's an old THQ game. It plays a bit like that. There's more weight to it, though. It feels like you're actually in command of a Space Marine, as opposed to a dude in an armor suit.
Yeah,
I like that
that's
a lot.
the problem with like these big fucking Space Marines is like even like the Spartans in Halo, they just feel like stickmen with like how fast they move and there's no weight to them.
Yeah, these feel a lot more weighty. Like you can definitely roll and get out of the way and stuff, but there is movement really does change between when you're playing as a Devastator or Havoc Marine as opposed to what I'm playing as a Raptor now. You can obviously do like better boosts with his jump packs, like we just saw there. The classes are really cool.
Bigger than like his thighs.
Yeah, Thunder. They call them Thunder. No, they don't call them Thunder. I was going to make a really bad joke about big ladies with big thighs, but I'm not going to go there. Look, I've been reading a lot of Stephen King, and that's a common thing apparently. So here's what the loadouts look like at the moment. That's just a tactical Marines choice. Chaos and Space Marines are both like equivalent in what you can do. Although the Apothecary, which is the healing class for the Space Marines, is like a melee focused, heals really quickly, as opposed to the Sorcerer, which has a bit of range, he uses basically like a heal beam. And yeah, quite different. I think I prefer the Space Marines because they also have a melee dude with a shield. And the shield is fucking cool, and it blocks bullets.
That's cool.
Which is always awesome. So yeah, this game is really cool. We're going to try to keep an eye on it because I've played like 20 hours of it this last week.
Oh god.
Which is insane for me, because I don't play that much of any game. So we'll check back in with that when new updates come out. But yeah, that's Eternal Crusade, and see you again soon.